Well, it's according to my clock, 12:22 on Wednesday. I'm live streaming again. You know, yesterday I was up against the clock and having troubles with. Um, I thought I was having troubles here, and I thought I was having troubles at the NAS. But I guess when I get under pressure, um, I lose my mind a little bit. And I'm not complaining, but adding a live stream, thinking that that was going to be a simple thing to do, it actually created more problems emotionally. Yeah, I got stressed. I had to get out of here, and it wasn't working. You know what I did? I ended up originally, I sent it to the wrong folder on the NAS. I've got a network accessible storage drive here. Um, and I sent it to the wrong folder. And I was trying to find it using the search function, which typically works pretty good. It wasn't working under pressure. How are you today? It's the day before Thanksgiving. I'm wondering tomorrow if I'm going to do a Thanksgiving live stream or a Thanksgiving video. I might. I might just make it a live stream. We'll see. It's going to be probably a very low key day, I think. Um, yeah, could be low key. So I'll live stream tomorrow. I'll somehow we'll figure that out tomorrow. But for right now, what I need to do is lately, in the middle of doing videos for others and doing videos for myself, I've been playing a lot with radios, as you've seen. And if you haven't um, picked that up yet, go back and watch a couple of the videos go to radios on my playlist on my YouTube channel, right here. Go to playlist and find radio and you'll see. But what I need to do is come up with a really handy solution, because last night about 10:30, the NOAA, which is the uh, northern no, no, forget what NOAA stands for, but it's the weather satellites. NOAA 18 was flying directly overhead, almost directly overhead. It was at about 85 degrees, which is pretty overhead, and it was passing from southwest to northwest. So I went in my backyard. I didn't video it because it was dark, and that would have been a nightmare to try to do that. And I connected my receiver to an audio interface to this laptop. I'm streaming on my laptop right now. And I tried to record it, and it seemed to record fine, but there must be enough noise infused in that audio interface that I was using that when I try to play it back, it sucked. And the stupid thing was right overhead, and if you're not familiar with how radio things will work, I'll give you a brief description. Because that satellite is moving pretty fast, a few hundred miles per minute. It is fast. The Doppler effect has something to do with what frequency it's on. So as it's approaching me, the frequency is actually higher because the radio waves are compressed coming towards me. It's coming fast. And then as it goes away from me, the radio waves are elongated a little bit. So it's a lower frequency, but only by, I don't know, it's a very small amount. 50 kilohertz, probably either direction. So if you have a center frequency that that thing in NOAA 18, I think is 137.9125, I think. Anyway, you can check it. Fact check me, okay? So if I have that center frequency, I'm pretty okay, especially with that scanner, because it has a fairly broad um, um, error error buffer built into it. So it does pick it up pretty good, but you could tell that things shift a little bit. And when it's directly overhead, it's exactly on that center frequency. So you can tell as it's coming towards you when you're hearing the signal that it's shifting just a little bit, and you kind of have to adapt. Plus, the way the way it propagates through the atmosphere because of the design of the antennas on the transmitter, it kind of comes in a circular horizontal pattern. So typically your radio antennas go straight up in many cases. So if you're talking on a radio, or if you have a radio on your an antenna on your car for your radio or on your house, it's straight up and down, and it propagates, this way, all the way around. Well, what's optimum for the NOAA satellites is that you hold your antenna this way because it's propagating down, and what's unusual about it is it's in a circular sort of pattern as it's coming down. So if you're just stationary here, it'll hit optimally here, but when it's twisted, it doesn't hit as optimum. And so what you really want is kind of like an egg beater thing, and I wish I could infuse an image. Maybe I could. That way it takes too much. Kind of an egg beater style antenna, so that you can pick up the most the most reliable signal from those satellites. Well, come to find out, if you have a 120-degree dipole, which 120 degrees, right? What does that look like to you? Rabbit ears. So if you have antenna for your old television that's rabbit ears, and you make it just about the, like quarter wave, you could get about a quarter wave extension on that thing. And if you point the V, this part of the V, north, and the 2 radiants south, because it's a north-south polar pattern typically, with those, they are north-south. All the NOAAs are. You're gonna pick up that signal pretty good. So I'm trying to adapt my rabbit ears to my receiver to hopefully pick up a cleaner signal, because I think that's what the problem is. That, coupled in maybe a lot of noise in that audio converter, because I got to convert analog to digital and then shove it into my computer. And that could be the problem. I have another method to do it. I've got a couple of different converters, analog to digital converters for audio that are portable, and I have yet to try it. And I'll show that to you. Another approach is just get a digital recorder instead of my computer, and then bypass having to convert things, and just go straight from the radio. Because the thing was, well, no, forgive me. The one last night did not work out very well. The one earlier in the day, because it passes it about roughly every 12 hours, it'll pass overhead. One time going north-south, the other time going south-north, just because Earth turns, it's going around. It's math, folks. The one in the morning, which was roughly about 10:30 in the morning, I just did it with my cell phone, put it in a, what is this called? Voice memos, the voice memo thing, and shoved the microphone right up against the receiver. Like, you've seen me do that a few times, and kind of angle it and then kind of track with it. I tell you, I got a very decent image, surprisingly decent. And it was windy, and I tried to shroud the microphone so it wouldn't get wind noise. And I could see the Sea of Cortez, Baja California, the west coast of Mexico. The Gulf Coast was covered in clouds. I don't have it handy. No, I don't have it on my laptop. It's at the other computer back in my home office. But it turned out surprisingly well. So that's why I was believing it just might be the digital audio converter causing a lot of noise. I don't know. Maybe I should just keep it simple and just do what I've been doing. But I would like to try it with a much better antenna so that the image is a little more consistent, because sometimes it, gets a little noisier than others because of the direction of the antenna. That was a long thing. It was long because I'm waiting for my upload to happen and verify it before I jet out of here and call it a day, at least in this office, and then get to my home office. Shooting Gal is getting off work a little early today. As a matter of fact, it's 12:33 right now. She's probably home. She's gonna fend for herself for lunch. I'll meet her when I wrap up here, and then I'll go. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up here pretty quick. By the way, I haven't been checking to see if anybody is leaving messages. No, I don't see any messages. Let's see. It's lower than recommended bitrate. I'm looking at YouTube Studio live stream. Open the widget. Let's see if I can. It just tells me. It says good. Okay, it's good. The network connection here, upload, sucks. It really does. And we often from this location try to stream live, and that's part of why I'm doing this here today too. One, I want to talk to you guys, and then two, try this streaming out, because for Christmas Eve, the folks here are going to want to, well, I'm hoping that the live stream will go well for the Christmas Eve church service that's going on here, so that others can see it. But upload speeds here really are terrible. Something like 7 megabits per second. And when people start, logging in and sending messages, and if there's 400 or 500 people out there doing that, maybe not all of them are doing that, but any percentage of that, it takes a hit bit rate wise. And for 1080p, you need roughly 10 megabits per second, 15 to be really safe in case you get a little bit of a clog, so you get a nice even stream. Well, we just don't get that here. And if I rely on Wi-Fi, it's even worse, because somebody can turn on a thing. The stream's current bit rate it's actually dropped. Oh my gosh, what's going on? If somebody turns on, too many of this, or somebody drives by or something, it's gonna really impact. And I don't want to live stream something, like a Christmas Eve service to a broad group of people that may be watching, and then have it all go sideways. We did that one time Easter, a couple of Easters ago. Now that I think about it, it was before. No, it was after. Yeah, it was probably 2020 when we did that. What a nightmare that was. It just, monitoring it while it's all happening. The kids are running around picking up Easter eggs, and there's music going on, and it was right after the sunrise service that we had, and people are texting and calling in going, hey, how come the audio is basically all jacked up? And the video it was awful. And I had a wire connected, so I don't know what was going on. Low bit rate. Since then, we've learned a few things. We fixed a few things. And let's see here. Streaming health. I'm just going to check. Open the widget. The widget does nothing. It just tells me that it sucks. That's all it's telling me. I'm gonna open a window and see if I can. I'm clicking on my computer. I don't know how loud that is on your end, but hang on. I'm going to click on my channel. I just want to see what the video looks like. Sorry guys, there was like a pre-roll commercial, huh? Yeah. There you go. Oh, the image looks pretty good. I'm there. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I just don't know if it's jittery. Oh, yeah. I just noticed myself. It's kind of jittery. Yeah. Well, I'm here. There you go. I'll leave comments, the comment section available. So if you choose to, you can leave a comment post-production here. But I am going to see if I can double up my window somehow. There you go. That way I can see chats coming in. What else? Let's see. How are we doing here? Oh, yeah. 36% on the 74% on the, I don't know which video. Oh, well, I got one of them 1 hour and 51 minutes left. That's because I'm gobbling up bandwidth streaming right now. It's trying to upload. That explains why my stream is not doing well. It's because I'm uploading here. Wow, somebody slamming doors, doing something. Yeah, so the short one's got 20 minutes left. That's good. It's about a half-hour video. It takes a half an hour to upload. I've got another video that's an hour and a half, and it takes about an hour and a half. So combined, because they're competing with each other, the little bits are banging into each other in the interwebs. It takes a while. It takes more than real time. 1080 at about 10 megabits per second is almost real time. Yeah, that's painful. So, you know what? I'm gonna probably end this stream so I can get this done and then get home, have lunch with the deer shooting gal. I just want to say happy Thanksgiving. If you're watching this post, you know, thank you for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope all is going well. And you know, there may be a lot to be concerned with in this world, but the mere fact, here's how I look at it. I complain a lot about a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie. But then I have to stop and go, I woke up this morning, I was still breathing, I was able to get around. I actually, you know, I regularly work out. I went on a 5-mile run this morning. It was about 39 degrees here in Texas. It was chilly for Texas, but it felt great, invigorating. So all of that being considered, and I feel really good right now. Yeah, everything's feeling good. I did a systems check. Yeah, all's good. My butt's a little sore. I'm sitting on a hard stool, but wow. If life were that rough all the time, right? And I will say, can I say one thing? I'm talking about being grateful. We had something come back in the mail that I think I showed you on one of my videos, or maybe it's on an upcoming one. Maybe it'll pop up tomorrow. It came back because it was mislabeled, and I kind of dreaded going back to the place that shipped it out for me. I'm reaching in my pocket to grab the receipt. Shipsters. Okay, China Spring Road in Waco, shipsters.co. Check them out. Did a little bit of a mistake on their end. It was supposed to go to an address here, and I guess it got misread, and they mistyped the address on the label, and I didn't catch it because, you know, they've got the box. They threw it in the back. Not literally. They put it in the back. So I didn't get a chance to see it, but on my receipt, I should have noticed, but I didn't. And then 2.5 weeks later, and it was a birthday gift. 2.5 weeks later, I show up at the post office, and there was this box, because we have a P.O. box further, in China Spring that we don't always go to. We go there once a week to pick up. It's correspondence for the shooting guy. And the box was all mangled, came back insufficient address, could not be delivered. I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck happened here? So when we peeled back the labels, we noticed they labeled it wrong. So I took it over to Shipsters back. That's where, because that's right next door to this building that I'm in right now. So that's why it's kind of convenient if I need to ship something out. And it was a personal thing, not a business thing. I like their email address. It's wegivaship@gmail.com. I like it. I'm going to have to send them an email. I didn't realize that's what it was. We give a ship. Anyway, I kind of dreaded going there because in my younger day, I didn't mind confrontation and conflict. I would just press through and get her done, right? I'm getting a little older, and I just it's a lot of effort, and I do believe that our culture here in the U.S. and probably around the world has shifted a bit in the last 15 to 20 years, and so just getting a little older and not wanting to deal with conflict as much. I will deal with conflict and conflicting issues and come to a resolve. I mean, we are called to be a people of reconciliation. And so if something's going sideways, I believe, as a Christian, I believe we need to move towards reconciliation all the time. I mean, God is with us all the time, and he did it with Jesus. So he wants to reconcile the whole world, and that should be my mission too. In co-mission with God is reconciling. Okay, so I will deal with it, but it's hard, and the culture is shifting. I'm shifting. It just gets harder and harder and harder. So I got up the courage today. We got this came yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to mess with it. So today was the day. I went in, and I got to tell you, if I can, who did this one? Master Workstation. It doesn't say, it doesn't have her name, and I didn't ask. I feel kind of bad about that now. She was the sweetest. She really was. She went, oh my. As soon as I peeled back the layers, she saw what was going on. She went, oh my. That's on us. We'll take care of this. I don't want to say I was stunned, but I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting a little bit of conflict. That young lady took care of me in a way that she just said, no problem, let me just put this in the system. It'll be on us. And she charged us $0. Just going to reship it. And we both verified. Is it the right address this time? It's the right address this time. She gave me a, oh my. She even gave it to me at a discount rate because she put a coupon on there. Originally, it was a $10 shipment. It was about a pound, and it was a box about. Took $10 to get it there. UPS, PSP, SP. It was $10.15 originally, with tracking. And this time, it was $7.95, and she gave me a $7.95 coupon. So she shipped it for the second time free on the house, as it were. She saved herself a little money because she didn't have to reimburse me $10. She just shipped it for $7, which I'm fine. Great resolve. Great resolve. So if you're ever in Waco, near China Spring on China Spring Highway, China Spring Road, Suite F, 10412, China Spring Road, Suite F, Waco, Texas, and you need something shipped, be careful. If it's really busy, somebody may fat finger and type in one word when it really was supposed to be the other word, and that's what the problem was. So watch for that, but you should watch for that anyway. She did good. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that my expectations were exceeded. I thought there was going to be conflict, big conflict, bigger than I wanted to have, and it wasn't. So I thanked her, and I thank God that I woke up this morning, went on my run, worked out, still breathing, resolved the conflict, at least the perceived conflict, with shipsters, because they give a ship at gmail.com. Be thankful. Okay. Find something. Find it. And sometimes you got to work hard. I didn't have to work very hard because it showed up on my doorstep. It showed up at the counter with shipsters. It showed up when I woke up. But sometimes, and I realize sometimes you gotta hunt for it. I know you'll find it. Okay. 1 hour and 43 minutes. I don't think I can wait that long. It's 12:51. I've been on a while. I got to get home. Things are stable here. I may need to come back a little later on this evening and just make sure. Actually, I can check this stuff from my home office. We're all connected at 7 megabits per second from here. My home stuff, yeah, my home stuff is pretty speedy. We've got copper coming to the house. And there's copper coming here. We're waiting in this area. I'm waiting for fiber. If I can get fiber, I could get gigabit up and gigabit down at not very much more price. But fiber costs a lot of money to install. And that's probably why. But we'll get there. Any of you guys have fiber? What's your fiber experience? Who are you with? I know who we're going to have to be with. AT&T is out here in the region. They just haven't gotten to us yet. But yeah, I'd love fiber to the door. That would be cool. It'll be fast. All right, that's it. Just want to say that. Happy Thanksgiving. Find something to be thankful for. I will see you very, very soon. God bless you. God bless America. May America bless God. And I do mean it when I say God bless you.